Welcome everyone to today's masterclass. I hope that you all really are having an incredible week. An incredible week. We're in March, we're almost halfway through March. Like, what the actual? It's funny, it's always when I jump on these calls, so maybe you feel like it's a little bit of repetition every time I jump on a call and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's blah blah blah. How's the time going so fast? But it kind of feels like that's the measurement. When I jump on these calls, I'm like, oh, what's the date? It's like, wow, isn't time flying? Isn't time flying? And with saying that, this year is gonna just go. We're gonna click our fingers and it's gonna go. And I want to ensure for me and for you all that we are massively in creation, that we are being the predominant creator in our lives. And that's today's theme. We're going to be talking about really being the predominant creator. But before we do, I want to share a couple of things with you all because, as you know, or some of you know, I have a birthday tomorrow. I'm going to be 45. How exciting. 45 and feeling absolutely fucking fabulous. You know what? I do. I really, really do. And because of that, you know what I'm like when I get the nudge. Let me just let Debbie in. When I get the nudge, I just, in the insight, I just go for it. I don't question it anymore. And, that's how Focus for Success come up, which was awesome. And, that was a really, really great outcome. Really got to help a lot of people. And then last week I got this nudge. Ah, yay! I'm a birthday twin. I love that, Atidia. That's so cool. She's going to be 4 and I'll be 45. I'll be 45, which is cool. I'm excited about it. It's awesome. And so I got this because I've really been sitting in what it is that I've created in the last year. And I feel a lot of gratitude towards that. Really grateful for the choices that I've made, really grateful for the people that have helped me. And it just really landed for me that for my 45th birthday, I wanted to do something really, really special. I really want to give back and I want to create some really incredible opportunities. So I'm going to share with you all, because you're in my inner circle, in my inner world, you're going to know what it is before everyone else, which means that you get the opportunity before anyone else as well. Okay, let me add everyone else in. Hello, everyone that's jumping on in now. You're perfect timing because I was just about to do a very big announcement. So tomorrow I turn 25. Oh, 25. That would be good. Tomorrow I turn 25. Today I'm 44. Tomorrow I'm going to be 25. Tomorrow I turn 45. And I'm going to give back. I'm giving back. So you may have seen my emails that have come out. You may have seen on social media a couple of posts that I've put on. And I'm not announcing this officially until later on tonight. And so what it is, 45. I am giving a scholarship to one person for 45% off my full year one-on-one coaching. Obviously, that means that Conscious Creator Academy and everything is included. And so it's big. It's huge. I mean, it's huge because it's a beautiful big commitment for the person that gets the scholarship. it's a big commitment for me as well. Me, please, says Karen. Yeah, well, we can jump on a call. And this is why I'm actually telling you all now, because I'm going to give you the link to book in a call with me. Because um, it's all going to be like everyone has to book in a call by midnight tomorrow night. If you don't book in a call in after that, you don't get the opportunity. And do you know what else is cool? So what else is cool is one person will get that, obviously. One person's going to get that, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited about it. And what else I'm doing is I'm actually opening up 4 spaces for 3 months one-on-one coaching with me for 25% off. Now, there's finance available if you're in the US, and Australia, and I think I've actually got one for New Zealand as well. So there's finance available. I think even with the finance, with those discounts, you're still going to be paying like way, way, way less. But I just want to see people win, and I just want to open up this opportunity. So I'm going to put the link in here. If you're watching the replay, by the way, just send me a message or send a pigeon to my front door or something, and I'll ensure that you get the link. But I'll probably actually get Joe to send a message out to everyone in school, maybe even an email with the link as well. But let me just find it. So yeah, so book in a creation call if this sounds like something that you would absolutely love. Copy. So generally speaking, when I open this up to everybody, obviously I'm going to get people to book in because I want to vet out whether they're a good fit or not. Because you're already in my world, I already know that you're a good fit because you wouldn't be here otherwise. But we can just chat about what that may look like for you. So it is I've just put the link in there for you to book a call. It is like first and best dressed. This is not a drill. This is not a something that I'm going to extend out for, I say that it's for 4 people, but it's, actually going to let 8 people in. It's not that. I'm staying very true to it all. So if you're like, yeah, I just want to chat about it, see if it's possible for me, absolutely go ahead and book a call. If you Now, I do know with that link, unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, it hasn't opened up for tomorrow, but I have actually opened up my tomorrow morning. So send me a message today if you're like, I'm not waiting till, so there's Sunday, my day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe, and maybe Thursday, and then that's it. So if you can't find a time that works for you, just know that I do have time tomorrow. So send me a message in Messenger, and we'll just make it happen. No worries. But yeah, go ahead, book it in, and beat everyone else. I can see Karen like, you betcha, I'm beating everyone else. So Karen, just let me know. We can book you in for tomorrow, maybe for a chat if you've got time. You might be working, but we can figure something out in the morning, maybe before you go to work. But how exciting! How cool is that? How blooming cool is that? I'm really excited about it because it just feels like such a big gift that I get to serve, more than just one person with. And I'm really excited about it because I know that it's a game changer. Having a coach has changed my life, and I think everybody needs a coach. Coaches need coaches, entrepreneurs need coaches. Every human needs a coach in some realm, because thanks, Philippa. It really is, because if we're not exactly where we're at, it's important to have someone beside us that ensures that we're in an orientation that serves us, that ensures that we're taking aligned action, that ensures that just went out of my head. Jeepers, 45 must be kicking in already. It must be kicking in already. Anyway, you know as much as I do how big it is to have, to have a coach, to have a mentor, to have someone that is basically where it is that you want to be, you know? So very excited about it. But I'm going to set that aside. And please do reach out, send me a message if you can't find a time that works for you. And it might not be something that you're interested in anyway, which is totally fine. If you don't want to create magic, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's cool, and I'm really excited because it's something that I've never done before. I've never done anything so crazy in my life. And in actual fact, my marketing team were like, "Are you sure about this? Like for a whole year? Do you not just want to do 45% off 3 months?" I was like, "Nah, go big or go home. Let's do it." So yeah. So it's cool. So who's already booked the call? Or who's already sent me a message? Who's already sent me a message to say, I did actually see Karen will start work early tomorrow. Oh, you got to be there at 6. Yeah. I guess you don't want to get up at 4 o'clock then and have a call with me. 4 a.m. Yes, good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Yep, Debbie, I'll look at tomorrow morning for you. No problem. It won't be the afternoon because come lunchtime, I'm gonna be having a wine and having beautiful lunch and hanging out, and then I've got time with my friends. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it'll be party time. It will be party time. Okay, beautiful soul. So today's conversation is all about being the predominant creator. And I know that everyone that's on this call, you already know what a predominant creator is, right? You know what a predominant creator is. All booked, woohoo, happy birthday. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Jennifer. I love it. So when we think about being a predominant creator, I'm just going to get this booking link out of the road. When we think about being the predominant creator in our life, see, you're not the only creator in your life. However, you are the main creator. We are the main creator of our life. And what we want to ensure is that when we're being the predominant creator in our life,
oh God,
make sure that you're on mute there. When we're being the predominant creator in our life, we want to ensure that we're being the predominant creator from our higher self. From our higher self. Because no matter what's happening in our world, we are the one behind the creation. Right? No matter what's happening in our world, we are the one behind our creation. We're creating it. We're creating either what it is that we desire, or we're creating what it is that we don't want. You're the predominant creative force. And I love that word force. I don't always use it when I talk about the 4 core orientational choices as the predominant creative force. But it is a force. It's an energy. You have the choice to create how you want things to be in your life. You have the choice to create how you choose to be, what you choose to bring into life. You have the choice. We have the choice. And I think we forget that we have the choice. Sometimes, that we have the choice to be distracted. We have the choice to get sucked into things that don't serve us. And we must establish and remind ourselves to be in the essence of being the predominant creative force in our life from our higher self. Because remember, we're either creating our true destiny or creating more of what it is that we don't want. True. You see, when we talk about being the main creator, we choose how much involvement and focus we put into things. Yeah? This includes all the wonderful things that you want to create, and perhaps we're also choosing, external things that may cause upset, that we're not in total control of. See, we're not in control of everything. We're not in control of, the wars that are happening. We're not in control of the cyclone that just hit Australia. We're not in control of everything. But we are in control of our reaction, aren't we? We're in control of our action. Hey Verena, good to have you jumping on in. You just missed out on some really exciting news, but don't worry, you will. I'm going to ensure that Joe from the team has sent all the information out, just in case you might have seen what's happening in social media. So we're in control of how we react to things. You're in control of how much space it takes up in your mind and what action or inaction you take, right? We're the main creator, and everything that's happening in our world, whether we're in control of it or not, we're in control of who we be as these things are happening. So being the predominant creator means that we're holding our own power. When we're being the main creator in our life and coming from our higher way of being, we're not giving the power away, are we? We're not giving the power away to our resistance for doing something. We're not giving our power away of being distracted by stuff that actually does not serve us. Being the predominant creator, it's so apparent why it sits in the forecourt orientational choices. We choose to live a life that we love. So we connect into all aspects of how we live a life we love. We choose the end result of living our true nature and purpose. Beautiful, powerful, because we're connecting into our truth. And then choosing to be the predominant creator, to me, because I want you to really sit with it, like, some of you are newer to the work and you're learning about the predominant creator. Some of you have known about this choice for a really long time, but what does it actually mean for you? How do you perceive it to be, being the predominant creator in your life? See, when I tune into being the predominant creator, I tune into connecting into my higher self and being in an orientation that serves me. And it's like being the predominant creator. I'm just very clear visioned into what's my truth and my vision and creating it. seeing it instead of seeing everything else, you know? I'm the main creator. I'm going to choose how I create my life. I'm going to choose how I feel. I'm going to choose how I show up. I'm going to choose all of these cool things that I want to bring into being. I'd love for you to type in the chat box, those that aren't driving, those that can. What is being the predominant creator? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? How do you see it being? And maybe you're like, yeah, I haven't really thought of it. Like, I know it is an orientational choice, but I haven't really thought of it too much, which is good because I want you to really anchor into what this means for you. Because then when you connect into your vision of being the predominant creator, I want you to be able to expansively see what that looks like and get a very clear picture of what that looks like of being the predominant creator in your life. Why? Because it's going to support conditioning your consciousness to know and understand that is what it is that you're going for. It's so powerful. This is where you own your power. It's anchored in you. You're embracing your genius, your greatness. Yeah, nice that I have a choice and can change my current state. Absolutely. Taking my power back, living as my authentic self, having the experience in life that I want. Yeah. I feel like I'm still understanding what that is for me. My understanding was that we are choosing something and then taking action until it's complete. Yeah, absolutely. Being in control of all that I put my energy into and stay focused at all times. 100%. See, when we're the predominant creator, we can have distractions, we can have things going on around us, but we choose whether we put energy and focus into that or not, because we're the main creator. We create our reality. We create our reality. So everything about us creating our own reality is about being the predominant creator, isn't it? Because I'm the main creator. I can focus on, this person that said this thing and how I feel about it and how unfair it was, and telling my friends about this person that said that. Or I can focus on the government and how bad things are, and the environment, or this or that, or I can focus on that if I want to, and I can put energy into that. Or and I can be in my lower way of being. I can give my power away to my beliefs that don't serve me, because I'm creating that. You know, my 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 unconscious might have all the power. Or if I'm choosing to be the main creator in my life from my higher way of being, then all this stuff can be happening around me, but I can also choose in that that I hold my focus, that I hold my power, that I connect into my genius and my greatness, that I follow through on my own innate wisdom, that I let the things that might feel like they're getting thrown at me, like I just let them wash off. I let people hold their power and say what it is for them and say things from their perspective without taking it on board. And then as being the predominant creator, when I'm the main creator, then I'm just creating what it is that I love and what I want, because I want to. I'm unattached from my beliefs or the distractions. Like, that's there and it might be there, but I'm not plugged into it. I'm not giving it the energy. I know what I'm in control of. And I follow through on that, even in the things that maybe I don't necessarily want to do, like pay taxes or whatever. But I'm the main creator of my life, and when I hold that clear outcome and I show up in my higher self and I follow through and I take the action, yeah, I love it. You're totally responsible for your life. We're totally responsible. What's landing for you all so far? Tell me, fill me in. What's landing for you? Because here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people not being the predominant creator. Being the predominant creator just feels active, powerful, creative, positive. Yeah, love it. I love it. I see so many people. I mean, we're all creating, right? And we're either creating more of what it is that we want or what we don't want. And when we're the main creator, we're letting go of all the ways that we feel incomplete about ourselves. We're letting go of distractions or dysfunctional patterns or anything that pulls us away from or disconnects us from our truth. Connecting to our genius and stay in the focus of what we want no matter what is happening around me. Yeah. Because it comes down to choice, doesn't it? It's reminding ourselves, hang on a minute, I'm the main creator. I don't have to be connected into this. I don't have to fill my head up with this stuff. I can actually choose to be happy. I can choose to be in the fun and play of the things that I want to do, how I want to create, who I choose to be. There can be other things going on that I don't need to be connected with. Other people can have their opinion of me, but I can still create what it is that I want. Sometimes being the predominant creator means that we're going against what other people might think that we should be doing. The golden thread between choice, action, and creating. Predominant creator is the golden thread. It is such a powerful choice, isn't it? Like, it's such a powerful, powerful choice. Because it's connected to what it is that we create. It's so deeply connected into who we be. To be honest, I'm realizing where I have not been the predominant creator in my life. Great. Because acknowledgement is everything, isn't it? Acknowledgement is everything. So we're going to do a bit of circle work and a bit of recode around being the predominant creator. That's why you're here. I know, Molly. So good. So good. So good. you know what? And I think that's even a thing too. When we're the predominant creator, we look at everything, don't we, in our lives, and we choose out of there. Because you could all be somewhere else doing something else. But you're the predominant creator. You're like, I'm doing the things that I know that are going to serve me to get me into the end result of where I want to be. I'm creating that, regardless of the resistance, regardless of the beliefs or the patternings that are coming up. So, what I would really love for you all to do is go ahead and draw yourself a circle and put the choice in there of, or, just write predominant creator, that you're the predominant creator. And so what we're going to do is you're going to step into the vision. I'm just going to run through what this looks like. So with this circle work, you're going to step into the vision of you being the predominant creator of your life. Okay, so you're going to step into that vision and you're going to write out, you're going to tune into that, you're going to write out everything of, well, you don't have to write it out. I always like writing it out. You don't have to, but I would suggest you do. And if you're driving, Molly, it's all good. Don't close your eyes, but you can still play along anyway. You're going to, with this choice, you're going to step into the circle of the vision of you being the predominant creator. Then we're going to step into the circle of the truth of where you are now, the current reality. Okay? Then I'm going to do a bit of a recode. And then we're going to, when I say we, you're going to see what the bridge is. So you're going to unpack the vision, unpack the current reality. We're going to do a bit of a recode, and then you're going to get the guidance of what the bridge is. What the bridge is. Okay. So knowing that the choice that we're working with today is being in the end result of being the predominant creative force in your life, drawing that circle, define that circle as the being in the vision, the desired reality of being the predominant creator. And I'm going to do it too, actually. So let's just go ahead, close our eyes. Bring your focus and your awareness into your heart. And choose, let's set a very clear intention to really extract and nail this information that we get in all of these circles today, allowing it to serve you at the greatest of good. So embodying, being in your circle of your vision, and just reminding yourself that you're already in your circle of your genius, your higher self. Just being in the fun and satisfaction of life and fully tuned in to being whole and complete. Your higher self connected into your greatness and genius. So allowing yourself to be in this vision and just unpack what it's like. Unpack who you're being, how you're living your life, being the predominant creator. How you're living your fullest expression of self. What's being created because you're being the predominant creator in your life. how you're showing up, who you're being. Fully unpack being in the vision. What's life like for you because you're being the predominant creator in your life? How does it feel? Who are you surrounding yourself by? How are you creating? And let the energy of this, like, let it radiate through your whole body. Like, really feel this vision. Feel how good it feels. To be in the high vibration, a high level creator. Feel that elevation of living your fullest potential. And let me know in the chat box. I think that will have you will have got a clear picture. Hey Marianne, good to have you joining. A clear picture of what that looks like when you're being the predominant creator in your life. And just type a few words in the chat box. What's the essence of being in that circle in your vision of being the predominant creator? Like, how does it feel? How was it to like really actually step into and embody being the predominant creator in your life? Felt powerful, nice and precise, freedom, focus, joyful, exceptional, magical, magnetic, impactful, rocketing upwards, yes, and flow, and joyful, rested, inspired, and inspiring. Right. So why wouldn't we choose that? Energized, goosebumps, love it. Powerful, confident, excited, nice. So let's step into the circle. So that's your vision. That's what it's like for you when you're in the end result of being the predominant creator, living in true purpose and nature of life. Beautiful. Now let's embrace the circle of your current reality, and it's just simply the truth of where you are now relative to the vision. So draw a circle, put current reality, step into that, and just get the picture of the truth of where you are now. It's an acknowledgement. You don't need to beat yourself up. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's just acknowledgement of, okay, so where am I now relative to the vision? So we're just going to step into that just for a couple of minutes. So your current reality, it might be resistance that's coming up, or maybe like, actually, it's going pretty well. It's not all about finding all the resistance, just the truth of where you are. And just notice who you're being in your current reality. Notice what you're creating. Notice what's happening in your world relative to your vision. Pulled in many directions, disorientated. I'll give you another minute just in there, just to get the essence of, the two ends of creation, hey? Our vision, our desired reality, and our current reality. Like, notice the resistance, notice the beliefs that come up, notice the inner conflicts, just notice everything about your current reality. Scrambling with no focus, so distracted from fear-based. Yeah. So we let the power of other things, hey, create our reality. Scattered and my inner child runs the show a lot. Okay, so what I would love for you to do is go ahead and close your eyes, and we're going to do the recode, and then get straight into the bridge. So in your mind, I ask that you give me permission to connect with your superconscious. Thank you. Superconscious, please do all that is needed for me to connect with you, reminding yourself of this process, welcoming all parts, part-time personalities, and all aspects of consciousness to the treatment team, ensuring that they all desire treatment. So we can treat in the perfect way, in the perfect order. Our intention is to create more satisfaction, harmony and peace, and less pain in life's experience. Superconscious, please tag and treat the belief that in order to be in the end result of being the predominant creator in my life, I will lose people that I love. Please tag and treat. Do a massive change history and everything is needed. Thank you. Superconscious, please tag and treat the belief about not being capable. I'm not capable of being so powerful. I'm not capable of staying focused and taking aligned action. I'm not capable to be in this end result. Please tag and treat the belief that I'm not allowed to be successful. It's not my place. I must fit and mold into those that I surround myself by, my family, my friends. I must stay at this level. It will be easier if I do. Superconscious, please tag and treat the inner child that is scared to be the full expression of self. Superconscious, please tag and treat the fear of being pulled down or shamed for shining bright. Superconscious, please tag and treat the resistance that pops up in the story, that keeps on playing in the mind of who do I think I am to be able to be this, to have this, to create this. And superconscious, if there are any other beliefs coming up in the active experience that are related to the resistance of being in the end result of being the predominant creator, please find these beliefs, the origin of beliefs, in any memories, circumstances that happen in this lifetime or any other lifetimes. As you find these beliefs, please tag and treat in the structures needed, treating right up until right here, right now. Superconscious, please anchor in the belief that I am powerful, that I already have it within me to create my desired reality. Superconscious, if there are any other beliefs, memories, events, circumstances coming up into the active experience, please tag and treat with total love and respect and kindness. Tag and treat the full anatomy. Superconscious, please tag and treat all environments that are causing resistance. And superconscious, please take and treat the resistance that sits around actually loving yourself for who you are and seeing your greatness and your genius and appreciating how powerful you already are. Superconscious, please do a massive change history in memories 1, 2, and 3. Any other memories, including ego states, Tanner memory, shadow memory, all levels of physiology, DNA, past lives, future lives, parallel lives, and all aspects of consciousness. Please ground the memories of touch today, reconnecting them to the matrix of the universe. And as you sit here, I just invite you to connect into your vision of being the predominant creator. Just feel the essence of being in your vision. How good it feels, how elevated you feel, how connected you feel into your greatness and your genius, how fun, playful, and happy you are. Just being in the magic of creation. And just imagine your current reality like it's sitting in front of you. The truth of where you are now, that you've already unpacked, and just notice the space between your current reality and desired reality, and just ask yourself the question, what's obvious? What's the bridge? What's the information there that supports my current reality coming closer to my desired reality? When you get it, write it down. It might be a particular action step. It might be a reminder of a way of being. When you get it, write it down, take a nice big deep breath in and out. Let me know. How was that for you? You know, staying in our creative habits is just so, so important. And acknowledging your greatness. Amazing, so powerful, nice. When's your workshop, by the way? Verena? When's your workshop? Saturday. Yay! How exciting! Yeah, acknowledging your greatness and the truth of how far you've come. And what's yet to come because of how you're choosing to show up. Felt freedom, like bounding ties cut loose. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. You know, love what you do. Love what you do and bring fun to it. Because it gets to be fun. It gets to be fun. You think about it, being the predominant creator, it gets to be fun. It doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be hard. Don't be a slave to creation, to achievement. So good, very grateful for this reminder and updating my awareness. all that I am. Nice. Nice. All right, beautiful souls. Love you all so much. Good to see you all jumping on in too. Keep yawning, something is shifting for sure. Put joy as your bridge. Nice. You're welcome. You're welcome. I feel like, hey, and just know I'm quite back to back today. So if you've sent me a message, a messenger, because I know some of you have already, to book in a call for tomorrow, then I will get back to you. Don't worry. You'll be first. You'll be first in, best dressed. First in, best dressed. So for those of you that jumped on a little bit later, just to let you know, I turn 45 tomorrow, and I've got a very special treat, and you all get to know first because you're in my circle, you're in my world. So I'm actually doing a 45% off full year scholarship just for one person to work with me, and then there's 4 spaces of 25% off 3 months coaching with me. So if you want to have a chat about that, I've got to jump off now, but if you want to have a chat about that, let me know. I'm very excited about it. I'm just so grateful for what it is that I've created, and I just want to give back. So that's the opportunity that I'm creating, and it's open to everybody. Obviously only one person for the full year, and 4 people for the 3 months. So anyway, love you all, and I will see you on calls, I'd imagine, very soon. Good to see you all. Mwah. Bye for now.